Welcome back to our Let's Look at Sonic 3 Complete. So here's another cool thing, guys. We've seen how awesome the changes for Sonic 3 Complete, and by that I mean the full Sonic 3 NK campaign can be. But what about Sonic and Knuckles alone? Because they also went to the trouble of fixing the Sonic 3 alone level select code, and they also replaced it with the Sonic 3 menu model and the Sonic 3 menu screen and stuff. But what about Sonic and Knuckles? Was there anything to fix in Sonic and Knuckles alone? Remember, if you do the level select code in Sonic and Knuckles alone, it still has the Sonic 2 menu and the Sonic 2 font. However, they fixed it here. What they did is, not only do we have the Sonic 3 / Sonic and Knuckles font, but we have a proper Sonic and Knuckles background. So there you go. Now this level select screen stands more on its own rather than, again, just reusing the Sonic 2 look. And it kind of tells a lot how they literally could not afford to finish the level select screens to the point of just reusing the Sonic 2 menus. It really goes to show how the game suffered from being rushed. All right. So now let's check something here. There you go. What it does is it starts Sonic and Knuckles right at the beginning with Knuckles, but without the cutscene, because the cutscene has been moved to Angel Island. Why? Because remember, canonically, it was supposed to take place in Angel Island. So for the sake of keeping the canon straight, Sonic and Knuckles alone now doesn't have an intro cutscene for Knuckles, because it's supposed to take place in Angel Island. If you're that adamant about wanting to put Sonic and Knuckles alone with the original scene, there's no option to put it back in, but hey, that's what the original Sonic and Knuckles ROM is for, right? Alright, so now let's check out Sonic 3 alone. There you go. So one cool thing that here's another interesting thing that I never understood. In the original Sonic 3, they didn't have the lives and continuous counter in the save menu for some reason. It's invisible. I never understood that. Did they finish? They didn't forget. They didn't have any time to code it in, maybe, and they only finished it by the time Sonic 3 NK came out.
I don't know.
It's kind of an interesting question to pose about the development of the game. All right. So here's another cool thing that I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna show off what happens when you complete when you start Angel Island with Tails. Now Tails has his own Angel Island intro cutscene, which he didn't have in Sonic 3 NK.
I thought he did. It was just him and Sonic switched places.
No, they didn't. Remember what it does. If you start Angel Island,
is still in the plane.
Remember, actually no, Joe. If you start Angel Island with Tails, he's already in the beginning of Angel Island. There's no intro.
What about the cutscene with Sonic snowboarding there instead of using
snowboarding? Since when does Sonic snowboard into Angel Island?
Actually, the original idea for the cutscene was for Sonic to surf up to the island.
Surf. He was never meant to turn super.
Oh, really? I wasn't aware of that. Anyway, here's a cool thing that they did. Now Tails does not commit suicide when we jump into the death egg. I like that detail, because I never liked it because it always made Tails look like a dumbass.
Wait, I thought he was supposed to die.
He's invincible.
Exactly.
Sidekick.
Yeah, but I thought we were supposed to fight Eggman one-on-one.
Okay, for those who don't remember, in the Sonic 3 NK, in the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the Big Arms boss was removed from Sonic's campaign. It was retained in the Knuckles campaign, but it was removed from the Sonic 3 NK from Sonic's campaign, and by extension Tails' campaign. But Tiddles and his team brought it back. Now you can fight the final boss of Lunch Zone properly. That was a debug mode. I'm playing with debug mode to make life easier for me. So there you go. Now we get to experience the fall of the Death Egg into Angel Island, specifically into Lava Reef, the way it was meant to be, with the awesome climatic showdown between Sonic and Eggman. I have no idea why they removed Big Arms. It was already there.
You know, weirdly enough, there is an ending cutscene that they also replaced in this one. You know, the one where Sonic and Tails are looking and seeing the Death Egg fall.
Yeah, but they took advantage of the Sonic and Knuckles title screen to make a better transition into Mushroom Hill, as you're about to see when I finish off Big Arms.
This is actually a really good idea.
It is. You're about to see. Like you can tell Tails and his team poured their heart and soul into this hack, because not all. Keep in mind, aside from doing all of this, they also fixed a lot of bugs from the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles ROM. Go ahead, Shira. You were gonna say something?
Boss themes. This track might not be the grandest, especially compared to the Mom Sonic stuff, but this is still one of my favorite final boss themes in the whole franchise.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan, for example, of the Cash remix as well.
I love the Generations version.
Yeah, that's the Cash remix. Yes.
Wait, did you know they were originally going to use Doomsday Zone instead for that song? It's
Really?
in the beta.
Really?
Oh.
I have to share you.
Sure. Alright, so for those who don't remember, at the end of Sonic 3 alone, what happens is, and even so, it also happens in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, but without the climatic nighttime showdown that we're seeing here. So yeah, now that Death Egg has been blown up, I never understood how the hell defeating that particular boss somehow brings down the Death Egg, but whatever. I guess it's the whole cliche of the evil fortress always falling apart every time the bad guy is defeated or something.
Explosion chain or something.
So yeah, now we get to see. So yeah, pay attention now. Pay attention, guys. There's Tails. There you go. Tails came in to save Sonic, and the Death Egg fell into Lava Rave, and we get this as an awesome little cutscene that takes advantage of the Sonic and Knuckles title screen. That's mixed with a lot better transition. And there you go. That's why.
That's awesome.
Now it explains why Tails is suddenly there in Mushroom Hill. He came at the last time to save Sonic from falling. There you go.
Well, actually, in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, Tails does show up during that end cutscene, I recall from our playthrough of it.
Are you sure you weren't using... Hold on, are you sure you weren't using this version?
No, I was using the Steam version.
Well, whatever. The point is, that transition with the cutscene of the Death Egg falling, that's so cool. Okay, guys, question. Have you guys are you guys like me, and you've always preferred the Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and now Sonic Mania style of Sonic sprite? You know, the one...
That's something I never really cared about, to be honest.
Not really.
Well, regardless...
Can you be more specific? Because
Basically, Tio, Sonic 1 and 2 have different sprites, whereas Sonic 3 and Knuckles has a different one.
You're gonna see it. You're gonna see the comparison now, Teo, so don't worry, just wait a bit.
Sure.
Okay, for what we're gonna do here is we're going to play Sonic. Here's the cool thing, Deji. You can play with the Sonic 1 sprite, the Sonic 1 physics and controls, and the Sonic 1 speed cap if you want to experience Sonic 3 in a completely different way. And
to torture yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I want to go back and play Sonic 1.
Well, of course, but it's always an interesting thing to do if you want to kind of. It's an interesting way to experience the game, I would say, for those who are curious and really like to do this kind of weird shit, which I do.
Oh, complete with the Sonic 1 intro.
Yeah, you can replace it with the original classic Sonic themes, and there you go, Teo. We replace it with the Sonic 2, or in this case, Sonic 1 sprites.
Oh, okay, I can see the one on the bottom is not anymore buff, so yeah.
There you go, Teo, remember? This is the Sonic 1 sprite, if you remember correctly. So basically, we can change the sprite to look just like
it's probably because I'm not used, but they don't look that different to me.
Oh, trust me, Teo, if you compare them side to side, you'll see what I mean.
No, probably. It would be best if I see a comparison, for example, in one of those gallery sections on the wiki that showcase a different type of sprite. But right there on the eye, I'm not that used now.
So yeah, I can, and just like in Sonic 1, I cannot do any spin dash, but I can at least turn super. And there you go, like Super Sonic even has a Sonic 2 supersonic theme.
Yeah. Of course, it gives you the Sonic 2 one because there is no Sonic 1 super theme.
Yeah. But I really like that they brought back because Masato Nakamura's Supersonic theme is one of my favorite Sonic tracks ever. So I'm really glad I'm able to play the game with this particular track. Alright. And here's the cool thing. I can also play with the Sonic 1 level up jingle. Haha.
Yay.
So yeah, if
Look forward
you're
to hearing that a lot when we get to doing Sonic 1 Elmo Chow edition.
so yeah, if you're like me and you're a big fan of Masato and you prefer Masato Nakamura's style of music in classic Sonic than over Sonic 3 and K. Don't get me wrong, I love Sonic 3 and K's soundtrack. It's just that Masato Nakamura's style appeals more to me, and it always felt. Call it nostalgia, but I always preferred Masato Nakamura's style. So if you're like me, if you prefer his style of music, you can customize the game to play with this particular style of music. And here's an interesting thing: you can replace the elemental shields with the original Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 shield. If you feel like again handicapping yourself for a higher challenge, there you go. And here's the cool thing, by the way. Because I went to the options to set the controls to match Sonic 1's controls, Sonic transforms into Super the same way he transforms in Sonic 2. As in, if you jump, you turn Super. And there you go. Now we also have this new level clear animation that mirrors the original one from the classics. So there you go. Now let's show off Knuckles' ending.
You're not gonna show us the blue Knuckles, are you?
The blue Knuckles?
Oh.
You know the blue Knuckles on Sonic 3 Complete that you can get?
I don't know anything about that.
Why don't you elucidate it on us then?
I forget how you do it, but I heard that one of the features of that was the ability to use debug so that you can do the infamous blue Knuckles glitch.
Oh, that. No, I don't. Sorry, I don't particularly care for that glitch, and quite honestly, they probably kept it just because they'll always like to keep those kind of things for fans. But I haven't actually did that. I haven't actually done that. Sorry.
What is that?
Debug mode, Deji.
That's the bit of glitch thing he left forward on the platform.
Debug mode, Deji. Sometimes it happens when you do debug mode. Have you never tried the debug mode in Classic Sonic?
No.
You should try it. Debug mode is one of the most awesome features of the classic Sonic games.
Can I do it on a mobile port?
Oh, there it
Yes, you can.
is.
Yes, you can.
Blue Knuckles is a term used for a color palette glitch in the lockdown version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, blah blah blah. There are two ways to unlock it. First includes simply using a Game Genie and insert a specific code, blah blah. One includes activation debug mode. Basically, it seems to be super complicated. It does nothing but showcase a different.
By the way, I forgot to ask earlier when I was doing that Carnival Night bit. Shira, what do you think of the original Sonic 3 Super Sonic theme that was unused in the PC version that I showed off earlier? Keep in mind, it was originally made for the PC version by the PC version composer, so obviously it's nowhere near as good as if it was actually made by Sega Sound Team. But at the very least, it's nice that they bothered to put that in just for the sake of having an actual proper Supersonic theme rather than just reusing either the invincibility theme or the speed choose method.
Really.
Yeah, I'm also. I think I always thought it was one of the better tracks of the PC version, but I understand what you mean. But like I said, I always appreciate having an actual proper super theme rather than just reusing the invincibility theme, because that's a bit lazy. Again, I get it. I get that the reason for that is because again, rush development. They probably really wanted to come up with a super theme, but yeah, I'm glad that at least now I can play with an actual proper super theme at least. But yeah, like basically, Deji, what you should do is, basically, Deji, when you start the mobile ports of Sonic 1 and 2, what you do is, when the Sega logo pops up, use your finger to tap the S, the E, the G, and the A in this specific order. And if you do it correctly, the ring will sound, and then you can do the level select code. However, you have to do it in no save mode, because if you don't, because they don't want you to abuse that, so you can easily win the achievements. Sorry.
Yeah,
Well, you completed every mode except for no save mode.
And after that, all you have to do is actually you have to do the level. Basically, how in the sound test of the level select code you can use those various sound test combinations.
Wait, it's the S, G, then what else?
S-E-G. Just type Sega when the Sega logo pops up. S-E-G-A. Just tap them. Just tap the letters in order, and the ring will sound.
Okay, let's try this. Ah, I did it.
There you go. Anyway, there we go. That's Sonic 3 with Knuckles, the ending, and we get to see it like with the, and there you go. Of course, of course, if you don't get the
bad ending.
if you don't get the bad ending, Super Metal Sonic somehow is still alive, even though he exploded. Whatever.
Well, to be fair, his body is left intact, and that ending.
And now-
it just falls open.
And now here's the actual Sonic
This is
3.
Terminator.
Here's the actual Sonic 3 complete credits. So there you go. Based on Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic and Knuckles Collection, aka the PC version, and Sonic Gem. Oh, thank you, Tiddles, for a really awesome ROM hack. Okay, so final thoughts. Shiro, you start.
All right. As you said, the definitive way to play Sonic 3, and honestly, if you find something in this hack that doesn't, you are quite possibly the pickiest person alive.
That's what the customization is for.
They left no stone unturned for this, and
Yeah.
it's awesome.
It is.
That
It's a
more recent LPs of this game use this version of it.
Yeah, it's a perfect customizable version that allows you to customize the version to whichever way you prefer. You can do all the themes back to Sonic 3 and K if you want. You can just do there's so many customization options that basically allows this hack to basically please everybody. So it's a really awesome hack, and to me, it is the definitive version that basically made what?
If it's supposed to please everybody, why can't I play as Amy?
Like Amy, come on.
Is that really important to do that?
Believe it or not, people want classic Amy as DLC for Mania.
I would
They
like that.
really do.
I would like that, honestly. But yeah, go ahead, Shiro, finish off your thoughts.
No, that's it really. This is just awesome all around.
All right, Deji, what do you think? Oh look, Stealth. Oh look, Stealth was one who provided the development resources, and Taxman will also show up in these credits. But go ahead, Deji.
This looks like a lot of fun. I need to go back and play Sonic 3 and K, but I have no better way to access it because 1, Mac, 2, my Wii broke, so my digital copy is gone. But yeah, when I get the chance to play the game, I'll definitely try out this mode.
Cool. So today, what do you think of this hack?
Oh,
Yeah,
Rose.
It's
There were beta
creative.
testers for it.
It's creative, I give it that. Keep in mind, it's been a lot of years since we did our original run of Sonic 3, so I remember very...
I'm sorry, Taylor, I have to interrupt you for a
about
bit. Thanks to everyone who has made comments or suggestions, reported bugs, or promoted Sonic 3 Complete through posts, articles, and videos. Thanks to all of us. There you go, they're thanking us. There you go, they can actually see us. They're even thanking us and everything.
Oh god, I hope they don't see my...
You're welcome.
Needles is watching on Sonic OC pictures on DeviantArt.
Alright, keep going, Taylor.
Hey! Shut up!
They-
I mean...
So anyway, as I mentioned, I don't remember a lot of it. I know the basic structure of what Sonic 3 and Knuckles is about, but the entirety was still a bit out of my grasp, and this version served as a reminder of me of that. And I see that a lot of passion and dedication came through it towards it for giving a better product. Even to the small details, I mean, such a cure even for the most minuscule details. Of course, it's probably not perfect. I've seen those sprite glitches here and there, but it's probably, if it's still working on it every single time, it's probably something that it will fix in the future anyway.
Yeah, the Tiddles is still releasing new versions, so he's...
Yeah, and also, there you go, Nintendo. You see, people can make fan acts, improving stuff without stealing money from you, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's like finding a windmill.
Who are you trying to...
AMR2.
Or not even that, even Pokemon Uranium, for example, or one of the countless Pokemon hacks you have out there. But anyway, focusing instead on this. Yeah, it was definitely fun. If I ever get to play Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I'll most definitely use this version. So yeah.
Basically,
totally
if you want, you can purchase Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Steam, and it's on the workshop, so you'll be able to play the ROM officially.
Sure. I'll probably consider that.
All right
then.
Jova, what do you think of this hack?
It's good. I just wish it had the same resolution as the Steam version does, so that it would look a bit more crisp. Which hopefully they can do in a later edition.
Well, isn't that doesn't it have that when you play for the Steam Workshop?
Don't know. Haven't played the Steam Workshop version.
Well, I'm pretty sure if you play the Steam Workshop version, it does have that resolution, since it's based off on the actual Sonic 3 and K that's on Steam.
Well, link that to me later, and I'll see if I'll give it a look. And who knows? Maybe
Do you
that'll
want
be
Sonic
the
3 and Knuckles
version
on? Do you want Sonic 3 and Knuckles on Steam?
Yes.
Well, then go to Steam Workshop and you can just get it there. It's free.
All right. I'll see if it's there. And
It is
who
there.
knows,
I've seen it. Anyway, go ahead. Finish your thoughts then.
Yeah, it's good. It's just, I guess.
You want to expand on that?
I mean, I guess, I don't know. Something about it feels like it's missing something, but I will say this, it is an improvement in a lot of
What
regards.
could it possibly be missing?
Well, let him finish. Let him finish.
That very cheesy, muffled Sega Genesis Mega Drive voice acting.
Answer the riddle.
Oh, so what you're saying is that they should have casted Bane to...
No. They should have hired Jaleel White to voice Sonic in this.
Jesus.
That would have been cool.
Muffled Sega Genesis Jaleel White. I cannot
Hey,
even
I mean,
begin
they got him back,
to think that.
for that Sonic live action film.
All right. Let Jova finish his thoughts. Go ahead, Jova. What do you think is missing?
I feel like, well, I don't know, something about how some of the originals feels like it's missing a bit. Also, I think it is definitely more complete, I guess. So with some of the changes, it feels like there are some transitions that could be there, but are missing. Admittedly, that's not on them because, well, with all the resources they have to work with, I guess.
This is the best they could really do considering the resources they had. So.
Plus, it's for free.
Oh, well, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, I mean, something
This
about
is
it...
just a labor of love.
I know. I'm just saying, like, well, compared to the original Sonic 3 and Knuckles, I mean, okay. Speaking as like this, Sonic 3 and Knuckles in a game of itself, yeah, it has all those problems and quirks and whatnot. With this, yeah, it's a lot more of a complete game. I guess something about it just feels missing to make it feel like, you know, a whole...
He wants a physical copy, that's what he's saying.
No,
Look,
not
man,
quite.
I want
Let him finish. Let him finish. Go ahead, Jova.
Okay.
Keep going, Jova.
Yeah.
He's thinking about it.
It's just a matter of, like, I guess it feels like, yeah, we went here, but didn't go too far. I mean, maybe it's just about, like, well, I mean, I've heard everyone praise this, and, like, well, I agree it definitely deserves respect. It's just, I guess some of it doesn't live up to the hype about it as much.
What in particular would you think would make this live up to the hype? What particular feature would you think would satisfy you?
Like being able to choose like right on the spot, I guess, customization wise. But I mean, okay, people kind of drum this up as if it's a whole new complete game, like a lot of people do. And I just feel that yes, it's a great edit and fan hack, but like, well, I guess as a whole complete new game, it doesn't feel like that.
Think about it as this remaster with new bells and whistles to make it feel special.
Well,
Yeah, that's sort of why I'm hoping that the Steam version will look as clean, crisp, and whatnot as the original version.
So is it just a matter of the resolution?
Maybe that is it. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I just need to play it. I mean, I guess something about it just feels a bit different and missing compared to when I played the Sonic 3 for Steam.
I recorded using the actual Genesis ROM from an emulator, but by all means, Jova, go to Steam Workshop. You can do it for free and try out Sonic 3 Complete on Steam with the resolution that comes with Sonic 3K Steam. try it for yourself. See what you think.
Also, I'm not entirely sure if it's like completely customizable. Like, well, say, have a super thing certain areas here, or change this and
Well,
that. Like, do
well, I can tell you
this
now.
or that?
Well, keep going with your thoughts. I'll answer your question as soon as I get the actual list here. Go ahead.
Yeah, like I'm wondering, like, can you, like, have like the super themes be, their own customizable thing, but also having the credits thing be a certain way?
Oh, actually, you can actually. If you go to the music options, you can specifically choose which main themes to use, which credits themes to use, which super theme to use. That it literally is that customizable. You can literally, basically, there's millions of customization options so you can create your personal way of playing the game, or listening to the game if you prefer. Okay, here's the thing. Sonic 3 Complete has all those customizable options in-game through that customization menu that I just mentioned. However, some customizations require altering the ROM itself, so they cannot...
now I think I've got it. It's like, well, yeah.
Right, I got it.
Yeah, in its very nature of it being a ROM hack, I'm not really a fan of having to, do all that complicated stuff, having to alter the ROM each time just to do it differently. I think what I feel is like I kind of step aside more customization, like right there on the spot.
Well, the thing is, Joe, but you have to remember, there's only so much you can do with a Genesis ROM. Like, there are certain customization options that cannot be done in game. You have to specifically alter the ROM, so it's just limitation. However, I would like to say this: the only customization options that you need to use the customizer for is which adlay to play, changing the sprites, which most people don't even do anyway, and minor options like 20. Do you want 20 rings for a bonus stage, or do you want to go 50 rings like it was in Sonic 3 alone, stuff like that? It's only those that you should be seeing right now, because I linked you guys the page. Aside from those that you're seeing right now, everything else is customizable in game, and I think for a fan, a ROM hack, that's the fact that they were still able to put in as many in-game customization options like I just showed. I still think that's pretty damn impressive. They did everything they could. I mean, the only reason these customizations are not in the actual menu is because it literally cannot be done because of limitations of the kind of how Genesis ROMs work.
So I'm hoping that the Steam Workshop version is the most up-to-date one.
No, that doesn't work, Joe, because remember, again, you cannot... Tittle specifically said, changing the sprites, for example, let's say we want to change the sprites from Sonic 3 to Sonic 1. You cannot do that in-game, because in order to do a change like that...
No, I get that. I mean, I just hope that the version of Sonic 3 Complete is usually always the most up-to-date one for the Steam.
Oh, it is. Tittles is always there updating it, don't worry.
All right. So, yeah, I mean, I guess it's a ROM hack. It's a ROM hack. I mean, so my final thoughts are, it doesn't stop for a ROM hack.
All right. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed Sonic 3 Complete. So, tune in for our eventual redo of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
See ya.
See you then.
Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.
See ya.